Alright. Cannot believe this. We just gonna be here, chilling, talking. I don't really know. Using my Switch. I don't know. We just here chilling. That's why it's basically a chill stream. You know what? I feel like I should make more of these. I should rename it to like chill streams where we're. I don't know. We just here chilling. That's why it's basically a chill stream. You know what? I feel like I should make more of these. I should rename it to like chill streams where we're just here chilling. Playing on my Switch, doing some stuff. I don't know. I think I should do that. Well, kind of feels like a little bit like Twitch. Where it's like every like you just go there. You select what your stream is about. Whether you're just there just talking, playing video games. I don't know. Doing stuff. I don't think mukbangs will be cool. Like, I gotta be honest. Who would wanna? I gotta be honest right here. Um, about mukbang videos. Like, this is something that kind of does bother me. Who would wanna like go to? Who would wanna like watch a stream or like a video about someone just eating food? Like, it doesn't seem right. Like, I remember back then, people will like make some funny videos with then people will like make some funny videos with while eating, whether it be baby food or like that one video I did where less like 2 years back, where like I ate baby food with my sister. I eventually threw up, or like I was like, I didn't really throw up, as I didn't really do a huge puke. I just like spat it. I was like, that's bad. Like I just threw it up, possibly spit it out. I spit it out. I know. That was like a nasty video that I made, but it's still pretty funny. All because number one, I just ate baby food and it doesn't taste good. Number two, yeah, I just showed like why I spat down. Like, seriously, that's kind of nasty. Overall it's YouTube. People post, it's obviously the internet. People post weird stuff, whether it be like them eating live animals or like, you know, doing some weird stuff. But it's YouTube. People put up weird videos all the time. So, all right. I want to give you all. I want to say some. I finally got a Spyro Reignited trilogy. I gotta be honest, before I even talk about the Reignited trilogy, and also, I mean, the Insane trilogy, I had it for like a year now, possibly. I think I did have it for a year now. I still have not beaten the first game. Alright, I stayed stuck on that first game, like on the first actual Crash game, for over a year, and I only gotten up to the last level, in which the part that I'm stuck on, everything is hard. Alright, Crash Bandicoot games are supposed to be hard. Like, the first original three are basically hard. Over time, it starts to become sometimes a little. It's like this. Every time you like, I lost my train of thought. I was listening to what we were talking about or stuff. I don't know. But overall, I gotta say, I played the original three on an emulator. I was using a PlayStation emulator. I got the first three games. I played them. I gotta be honest though. The first three games, they're pretty hard. I played the first one. The only part I got up to was like the waterfall. I don't know which part. Until I ended up playing the second one. The second one was, it was pretty cool. The third one though, I have played it, but look, just because, you know, I was like, I want to see what some of the cheats. I decided to just enable them. But still, the original three were fun. Right when they brought back the Insane Trilogy, I was like, all right, you know what? I gotta get this game. It's still as hard. It's pretty hard. Like, yeah. I'm like on the last world, a few levels away from beating the first game entirely, and but then I have to go on with the second and third game, which now I'm like kind of disappointed because I stayed on that on like the final place where you go fight Cortex. You know, you travel up to the last level. I stayed on that world for about a year now. I'm kind of disappointed, but yeah, you know, it's Crash Bandicoot. Game is hard. The games are hard. Some of them are. Over time, you know, they start to get a little easy, but still keep that challenging thing in it. I played the first Spyro game, same thing, on an emulator. I played the first Spyro's Dragon game. It was pretty fun. But then, you know, I just decided to delete it. Delete the emulator entirely. And now, like, I think 2 years later, 3 years possibly, I don't know. Just yesterday, I Reignited Trilogy, which, I gotta be honest, the Reignited Trilogy, I was like playing a little bit of it. You know, I was playing the first game, doing the same thing as what I did in Crash Bandicoot, where I would like play the very first game all the way. You know, I'll play the first game. Same with here. I'm playing like the first game right now. You know, I gotta be honest, it's not hard, but the game is not hard, but it's also not easy either. You know, it's challenging. It's a little challenging trying to get to spaces where you want to like beat the whole world, get 100% on each level. Yeah. You know, you can't really find certain stuff, but by the Reignited Trilogy, I saw that they have a map feature, which allows you to, like, you know, obviously use have a map, so you can get like the layout of the place. You still gotta find stuff for yourself though, which pretty impressive. Like, they still kept in that challenging part even with a map. I gotta be honest though, I'm dying right here. I kind of feel like I was able to chug water for like these past few days, possibly since quarantine started. I don't know when. Actually no, it started like about a few weeks ago. I started like chugging waters. You know, I started drinking them. I gotta be honest, so it kind of I've been seriously drinking tons of water, man. I'm just that thirsty. Seriously. Like, it's getting hot outside. It's getting hotter. But now it's getting cooler because we're starting to get into like some of the cooler seasons. Seriously. Oh, you know what? That's right. I gotta do it. You know, I gotta do it because, you know, this is a live stream. We're just here chilling. And I gotta turn on. Hold. No. Thought I messed with it. Come on. So I wanted to make this video. So today, it was my wait a minute, what was it? It wasn't necessarily my lunch break, but it was actually fourth period. You know, the teacher, she told us to do some stuff. You know, she gave us our assignment. I ended up doing them. Eventually I finished. And now, you know, she let us out early. You know, she let us out early. Even though we gotta do the assignment, I eventually did the assignments. And I ended up like right after doing that, I was like, okay, you know what now? So then I decided, you know what? I want to make this video where I would like talk about some Kong. You know, I will talk about King Kong 1933, and be showing you guys the Spider Pit sequence, which was recreated by Peter Jackson, not Spider Jackson, Peter Jackson, and yeah, it was very interesting. Where is it? Where's that video? It's good. I got. Alright, you know what? I can't. You know what? I want to ask you. I want to ask you guys something. I'm wondering if you guys ever heard about the movie Spirit, or if you guys at least remember it, because I know that I do remember it. Mostly because of watching Shrek. Right? I will watch Shrek on my VCR. I will put it on, and then you know, Vero would show the previews. Spirit. That's the one movie that I see. The reason why I remember it is because of the music, the music that the trailer has. I'm like, dude, that sounds so good, but I kind of feel like I just want to go back to it. I tried rewatching Shrek second. Well, this happened like a few months ago. No, before quarantine. For quarantine, or about a few months before quarantine started. I put on Shrek. You know, it was nighttime. I decided to put on some Shrek on my VCR after finding it. Eventually, the movie didn't work. I was like, dang, how does it not work? I just, like, I'm starting to think it's because I dropped it, alright? If it's because I dropped it, well, I'm basically done. Like, seriously. I mean, I could go somewhere to, like, try and find Shrek, but you barely find any VCR movies, VHS movies, anymore, until when I just, you know, now once this is all done, everything's good now, until we get confirmation, the coronavirus has already been finished, you know, I don't care what happens, but, once this is all done, I want to go down to Theater Swap Meet, get Shrek, you know, try and find it, try and see if someone is actually selling VHS movies. You know, I've been there plenty of times. I think I've seen some places where it like Monster. Yes, they missed me, but I haven't played in weeks. Okay, where is it? I think it was this one. Alright, Alright, so going back to the video, alright? So I wanted to watch this, where I will, like, talk about, the recreation of this movie, you know. Wait a minute, was it this one, or was it this other one? I don't know, nah, it was that one. Alright. You know, like, I was gonna make this video so I could, as I was talking about earlier, before I went on with Shrek and Spirit, or mostly Spirit. So I went back to, like, so I was watching the recreation and of the Spider Pit sequence. I wanted to talk about, like, how each of the people would have died. Each of the sailors would have died. We obviously know one, which before this whole scene, died from a plesiosaur or brachiosaurus. After making the dumbest decision I have ever seen, but which adds into the horror because of the screams, the scream that guy made. Which he climbs up a tree to try and face the brachiosaur one-on-one, same level. Eventually, the guy gets taken down. The brachiosaur was smart enough to just go on the side, to actually like go on the side and then bite him, you know, like actually bite him, like actually grab him and you know, start chomping him down. It's kind of weird seeing a herbivore eat an actual human. It's kind of weird, but you know, it's King Kong. Everyone, attack. Uh, dang, I lose real. I thought someone was calling me. No, it was actually someone else. So I wanted to like talk about how each of the characters died, not just you know, I just want to explain it. All right, and explain a little bit of backstory. But first, I want to like watch this because I tried explaining the backstory of this and the history behind the scene first. But then, you know, I saw that it took a little bit of time. Uh, took a little while. So yeah, I didn't really do the video. I didn't really end up getting to react to watch it. So I just deleted those. Yeah. All right. Here it is. I keep forgetting to press. Hey, that's the one face you'll see. All right. All right. Ooh. Alright. Ugh. That's kind of. Just hearing that, let's mix it. Let's add some horror. Seriously. Oh, there he is. Oh man, I gotta be honest, that scene is the most iconic scene in a King Kong movie. Oh. Kinda feels like he fell head first or something, I'm not sure. Out. Here it is. Here it is. All right, here's a scene. Is a recreation that Peter Jackson made. So cool how he used Willis O'Brien's technique. Jesus, spider. Man. Ooh. That's pretty that's pretty damn painful, seriously. Just thinking about it. I I'm not sure whether to like continue or to now just start talking about it, because right after that, this part right over here is like what was actually in the movie. This part was in the movie, but yeah, it was actually just in the movie. The only thing that was like you can see it. He, including that part where that supposed thing that actually inspired the skull crawlers in Kong Skull Island is also in the scene too, like the full. And now here's like a little scene that shows off Kong reacting to him getting stabbed or poked. Alright. There it is. There. Alright. Now it's time to talk about how each of the sailors died in this whole scene. So obviously the first one, we all know that it's well, those who watched it are actually like here's the full one, the Styracosaurus. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if I said it right, but I've seen the name. There it is. Charging at them. Kong still walking. This is one of the deaths. The first one. Alright, so as y'all can see right there, so it may sound a little weird, but I'm talking about how each of these sailors died, not just in the recreation basically how each of the sailors died in this full scene. So, as y'all can see right there, I'll turn now a little. He gets bitten. It's so painful, and from the looks of it, it looks like from that whole part, from just that little segment, it really just brings you to feel like how dang, this guy got like chomped down by a stinking plant eater, and seriously, so how this sailor, so basically bad death, how I look at it, I'm not sure if you guys also see it as well, but basically we all saw it. The dude gets while he tripped, then gets bitten by the Styracosaurus, and it's like so painful. He's like screaming in agony, obviously. And then like he gets thrown down, and then from the looks of it, it kind of looks like the thing's beak or the mouthpiece. Like look at how sharp that thing is. Look at how sharp that. Yeah, like if you all saw how sharp that was, and also if you see any Triceratops, how sharp their mouths are, it's actually a little bit like a beak. From the looks of it, it kind of feels like right after it put it down on the ground, it looks like it just jabbed its whole. It feels like it just jabbed its whole it kind of looks like it jabbed its beak in its mouth into the guy's stomach, or it could have been on the ground, but it kind of looks like it stabbed it on his. It kind of jabbed it into and started rubbing it and putting it inside of that dude's stomach. Like that's how it kind of looks to finish him off. It could have also been that it just did it on the ground, but it kind of does. But if you're to think about it a little, it kind of looks like it just jabbed it inside of that dude's mouth. Stomach. All right. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. just thinking about it, it's kind of terrifying. Like seeing how far it grabbed into it. Like it might have actually, like seriously, it's kind of gruesome. Just like imagining how that dude died. Now we go further on with like this whole past the log scene. So from the looks of it, some of these sailors who fell into the pit could have actually like survived it, but fell unconscious for a little bit. They might have gotten knocked out for like a little bit of time, a little bit. They fell down on just looking at the 2005 remake of King Kong, you could see that like everyone falls. Everyone who fell either died or survived. Some of them did die. A few of them died from the fall. The first person to actually die was actually thrown by Kong onto a wall, and he pretty much just fell. Seriously. Uh. So that first guy, it kind of looks like he fell head. It kind of feels like he fell head first, because if it were head first, wait a minute, is it? I mean, I know that it's like ragdolls. They use the ragdolls to actually drop them to make it look like they were all falling, but sometimes they could have fallen in weird ways. A bad decision. But the thing is that it kind of feels like he fell on his side, and those vines might have actually broken his fall a little, and then made him fall a little slower. But just from the angle that he might have been, that he landed on, could have actually killed him. I don't know. It kind of looks like he landed on his side. They're all wiggling. He's wiggling. They're all trying to survive. That one dude falls. Alright. That dude's dead. Definitely. That dude's dead. Like, seriously. He fell straight down and hit himself on a rock. Wouldn't that be enough to kill the guy? It's like, seriously. He wouldn't have actually gotten knocked out. He would have actually, like, died. He would have died. Possibly like had a fractured hand, but he's definitely dead. That dude fell. Those two. All right. Same with that dude. He fell straight down. He's dead. Like, seriously. And then the other dude. Hold up. I feel like I messed it up a little. Look, that dude, like, he hit himself on the rock. That killed him. That dude fell straight down, killed him. I guess he's kind of dead, or nah, it kind of looks like he got knocked out. Yeah, that dude got knocked out. That's the one face you'll see. One's waking up. Your parents like get mad at you for not waking up for school. Oh. Alright, now it kind of feels like there's a rock behind there, but there wasn't. Then the dude kind of did survive, but he just got knocked out for a little. Now I gotta be honest. This dude just died. Well, it kind of looks like the dude didn't die, but the people who it landed under, that one dude who, like, y'all saw, got skidded off, from that dude's dead now. That dude's dead. But the other two actually, but the log that landed on the others, it could have been, they're not dead. Like, they're still alive. Or some of them, or the others that were dead, they're still dead, but, the others who did survive, but just got knocked out, well, they didn't like die from the log. They just got the only thing that happened was that the log just landed on him. All right, now we go on with the official sequence. The No, what the? Oh my god. Shown here, four people are still alive, but in reality, it would have been. So originally, not everyone would have survived. There have been just like in the 2005, only a few people would have survived, or a few people died. A few of the sailors died, um, but in this movie, same here. A few people. If the spider pit scene would have been still like if it would have been not lost and it was actually released on YouTube, basically, some of the sailors would have not died. A few of them would have been dead. While the rest they're like still alive. And if you guys see here, just only four of them were there, but in reality, it would have been like what, five of them, possibly six. I don't know. Yeah. In this one, it's only like four of them. I think everyone still is dead. Now there's the iguana, the crab, or the spider crab, I mean. We're trying to back it away. Bam. Alright, now this guy, he basically gets taken down by a spider. No defense. And also there's a skull crawler, which if you were to look closely at it, it kind of looks like googly eyes. It kind of, well, it's basically. So that dude's getting tackled. They all get taken, with deafening screams. Because his screams now have like gone, they're not. You don't hear his screams anymore. It could have been that the spider crab instantly started like clawing on him. I guess tearing him apart, and then began eating him. The dude right here, who got taken by the iguana, or well, no, the spider right over here. Yeah, let's go for the spider first. The spider, it then like started taking him down. I think he was still alive, or it could be that the spider poisoned the guy. It could have had poison. I don't know. I don't think it did. The dude was still alive, but then the spider like picked him up and then just threw him down to give him a final blow, and now he's dead. And now the spider starts like eating him until when it sees. I think it sees this guy right here. But I guess right after seeing the worm, the tentacle worm coming out, I guess it just decided to go back to the guy. It started eating him. The first one who got eaten was like the spider, or the spider crab. Yeah. He started like tearing him apart. Eating him. The spider's there. He basically killed the guy. He moved a little. He moved his arm a little until when like the spider picked him up and then threw him like hardly down. Like he threw him down very hard. Like he grabbed him and then bam, he slammed him on the ground. Just like a charger. The dude who got eaten by the iguana, he was like bam. He was still screaming, and then he just I think he went for the face, or just went for the actual stomach for the body, and just started eating him. This guy right here, you can see him very clearly. Right when he's about to stab him, he then ends up like. From the looks of that, alright, this is pretty painful, just if you were to think about it. The dude was actually like, the dude just started, the tentacle worm started like, right before he was able to stab it, then he was, it kind of feels like the tentacle worm eventually started like, pulling him back. He bent down on his knee. He bent down until when, like, from the looks of it, it kind of feels like it like twisted his back. Like it actually twisted him and started eating him. I feel like it did, or possibly start strangling him. But from the looks of it, it kind of feels like it started like twisting his back. It actually broke his back, I think. I don't know, but it kind of looks like it. Well, let's watch that again. Yeah, I feel him, and then like start eating him and breaking his back, I think. So yeah, um, everyone's getting eaten. The iguana started like biting into him. He threw out meat. That dude, the spider's like, oh, all right. He's like chomping. Like it kind of feels like he's actually ripping him. Cutting him in halves, or just like just start eating him. While the crab right there, it's like picking the pieces. Just eating it. While this worm, like it just decides to just straight up strangle that guy and then break his back. With full force. Dang, that's one strong tentacle worm. For for skinny tentacles, for skinny arms, or wiggly arms, it sure can be strong enough to like actually kill a guy. Like seriously. All right. So yeah, now that I've gone that over with, let's go on with the history with the spider pit scene. So, um, time to charge it because I might play something. I might play Minecraft. So now time to begin with the history of the spider pit sequence. Um, Originally there was supposed to be, all right. So basically, there was 25 minutes of cut footage. Originally, the movie was supposed to be the movie was supposed to be like 125 minutes long, but 25 minutes of it was cut, and now it's like 100 minutes. Obviously, because like 20, I don't care. But still, it like 25 minutes was cut. There's still stills of it. One of them, if you guys like search it up on Google Chrome, I don't really care. Mostly on Google. If you try and search them up, the things that you'll see is like stills, unused stills of like the movie, unused stills of them, and some spider pit stills. All right, stills that actually show that the spider pit sequence was in fact real and that it was filmed. And then there's also a model of the spider from the spider pit sequence, and basically 25 minutes. There's also one image. There's like some images, one of them that I see, it just shows like the log scene, and then Kong, it looks like he's like trying to grab Jack, and then Jack is like reaching his hand out. I guess like like, oh Jesus, this guy's going to get me. He was like going to go back, but from the looks of it, it kind of feels like Kong was going to help. Like it kind of looks like the creators decide to they want to make like a little picture just for fun. Decide to show Kong's good side. That he does have a good side, and basically they just decide to make a a little fun image showing Jack and Kong just trying to Kong trying to help Jack, and Jack trying to like grab onto Kong's arm before he falls. That's kind of what it looks like. It's pretty fun. It looks pretty funny. That's the first thing, but that's the first thing that came up in my head. They just had so much fun that they just decided to make an image. They just decided to make a still, about Jack trying to Jack, just to help him, that's pretty adorable. If it was a fun image, then I'm like, all right, this wasn't unused, all right. This wasn't used or unused, it was just an image for fun. But overall, the 25 minutes that were cut was and a few scenes. So eventually, what I heard was that the reason why the spider pit sequence was cut was because, well, in William O'Brien's words, it kind of, to him, it stopped the movie. It kind of took away the focus from Kong. And I gotta be honest, it's pretty agreeable. It kind of did stop the movie, the story a little. It kind of did stop the story, but it really doesn't matter. To me, it would have been pretty fun just seeing it. But the real reason, but another reason why the movie was cut, why that whole scene was cut, was because it was too gruesome. All right, it was too extreme. When they were doing test footage, showing it off to a few testers to see how the movie is. When they were doing test showings, many people either fainted from the scene and were too terrified of the scene that they eventually ran out of the theater. Seriously, like it was that gruesome that it made many of the test viewers actually run out of the theater. Dude, if I paid a time traveler to take me back to that time where they're test showing, and they just took me, I just went there. I'm amazed. I'm pretty sure it would have still been an amazing movie with those scenes, but back in 1933, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have done. It wouldn't really have done well, but but now today, because people are trying to look for it, it kind of feels like they really do want to find the scene or find the movie in its entirety, no cutscenes, full an hour and 25 minutes of uncut footage of King Kong 1933. Like seriously, also, the movie was then cut, and now it became 100 minutes. There were some scenes that were actually stills. There's one showing the Triceratops, which which from the looks of it, it looks a little different from the Styracosaurus that Peter Jackson made. It kind of looks different, even though they're both like Triceratops. They both actually are different, and as it turns out, that scene, there wasn't, so someone who made the movie actually, or who has seen the movie, I heard that someone who has seen the movie actually like saw that the Styracosaurus wasn't in like the uncut film. It was actually a Triceratops. The Triceratops of that scene where the Triceratops actually kills a man and then just bites into it. As it turns out, the Triceratops would have actually been, he would have killed him, and then would have started feeding on the guy that he killed, and eventually they would have still continued running until when they met up with the I forgot, it's pretty hard to say, but it was like Astropithecus. I don't know. But it was like some kind of it was an actual creature. It went extinct. It was like it was a rhino. It was a relative of a rhino, but this time it had like 2 horns instead of just 1 horn. It actually had 2 horns, and he says that originally when they ran into the Styracosaurus, it would have actually been like, instead of it being the Styracosaurus, it would have dino, or the unicorn rhino. All right. Because even though it's not really a unicorn, even though unicorns have 1 horn, I'll just call it that because it has 2 horns. I feel like that's a nickname that they gave it to that dinosaur. If you don't know you don't know how to say its full name, I don't know. But I'll just call it the unicorn dino, or the rhino. All right. Well, rhinos are basically dinosaurs, so I don't know. All right, I'll just go on with that. So the unicorn rhino would have been chasing them. They would have been running towards the log. They would have been the log that Kong passes by. They ran, until when Kong, he went back. He appears. That's when he starts getting them back, and he sees the rhino. The rhinos they're both roaring at each other, but even though the rhino was getting mad, was roaring at Kong was like, you know what, I'm like, I don't care about you. I'm trying to get these guys off my lawn, off my, I'm trying to get these guys off my lawn. I'm trying to get them back to you. And the thing is like, all right, bring them to me. I'll just try and eat them. All right. And the rhino, Kong will have been like, all right, get back there. And Valbin it. I don't know. That's just in my head of how it looks. No, that's in my own explanation. So the rhino would have been there. Eventually, which leads up to Kong actually like waving the log. The men fall. And that's when we go on with the spider pit scene. The spider pit. It woulda. Alright, that was the end of that guy, how he described it. That scene where it's like, it was in fact not a Styracosis. It was in fact a Triceratops. And the other thing was the unicorn rhino. And, it was actually those two. But the unicorn rhino, there is a still for that. Which actually proves that that thing would have actually had a role in the movie, or would have actually been in the movie, but there's actually no footage of it whatsoever. And so basically it leads up to the spider pit scene. This is not described by him, but it was actually like it was actually from concept art sketches and stuff. Originally there have been like plenty of more monsters instead of those four. Everyone that survived, with only a few dying, that didn't survive. Everyone right there, everyone who fell into the spider pit would have actually been like, they would have all been attacked by all the sorts of monsters. There's like sketches and there's like sketches and concept. There's like of these monsters, or of the scene and there's also some stills showing creatures that were actually seen in different movies. One especially two insects being there. The tentacle worm and another bug that kind of looks like a tick, or like one of those things from Half-Life. One of those what is it? Head bugs. I don't know. I forgot what they're called, but it kind of looks like one of those creatures from Half-Life that try and get on your head, and basically, it kind of looks like it, but it's not. That bug, those bugs were actually seen and shown in. Those models were actually used in a movie, in another very old movie called The Black Scorpion, which actually there's this one scene that uses that original tentacle worm, where the tentacle worm and the Black Scorpion end up fighting. There's also another scene which I'm pretty sure shows like that little wait a minute, I realized what it was called now. I'm pretty sure this is not what it was called, but it really does look like it because it came from a hole. The hole spider, or the pit spider, I don't know. But it's like some spider that opens up a lid and then it will like try and grab its prey. It'll make a hole, and it'll like grab its prey. It comes out trying to grab a kid who somehow snuck into that cave, and it started like trying to go after it. That insect was supposed to be in the spider pit scene. So as a tentacle worm. What y'all saw in the other one, that's not actually the one that was supposed to be in it. That was like a different thing. There's supposed to be like spiders. There's like supposed to be the iguana, that giant lizard. Spiders and there have been like these little hanging concept sketch. There have been like these things hanging from ceilings or walls that look like they would have actually been grabbing them, and I guess they would have been eating them. I'm not sure from what. I'm not sure what they are. Whether they'd be wall leeches or something. I'm not sure, but they kind of do look like wall. But they would have been like grabbing sailor. That's how I look at it, because there's like one part where there's like a sailor. He's being grabbed by one of these things. And then there would have been, like, but pretty sure that Spider Crab 2 and the Tentacle Worm and another one, that hasn't been shown. Some kind of Venus flytrap or some kind of man-eating plant. You know, it was pretty big. Like it really looks terrifying. Which also leads up to an which of Madagascar. You know, it's pretty big. It'll use like its vines. You know, it'll try and use it to like grab the sailor. You know, from the looks of it, it looks pretty big. Not really big, but you know, it looks pretty big and it looks big enough to actually eat one's a man. One's a you know, in that concept sketch where it's like showing everyone in the pit like getting eaten and attacked by these things, by these creatures. One sailor that's like right in front of you is actually getting grabbed by some kind of plant that has its mouth open. There's also another sketch that shows the men. One you know, that same guy about to get eaten and consumed by the plant. You know, it's pretty terrifying. It kind of feels like this scene would have been terrifying, as terrifying from the showing. You know, it looks pretty. It looks them and wanna ask for the spider pit scenes to describe to me how like how it would have all looked and how it would have been. You know, Val. I'm running out of breath here. Like my throat hurts. A whole lot of time to actually start talking about this. You know, it's pretty terrifying just thinking about like how the scene would have been. And my throat. Yo, my throat though, man. Like it really does it really does feel like the way. Seriously. So yeah, I kinda do wanna play some Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It's finally, but you know, it's you know, but if you guys hear this, then yeah, it's pretty interesting. Just talking about this thing, you know, this whole scene, it's pretty dang like it's pretty damn interesting just seeing what this scene is like. Seriously, um, you know, I'm gonna like not talk so much because it kind of feels like I'm starting to like lose some breath. My throat's hurting. I'm gonna try not to talk as much. Ow. Uh, all right. I'm not going to start a new one because I'm not going to start a. I mean, I was thinking of doing that so I could like you know show all of you guys, but I think I should like play a little bit of this in this live stream and possibly do an official video possibly tomorrow or so. I don't know. Of actually making a new game and play some actual and actually play some Spyro Reignited Trilogy from the start all the way to the finish. All right. So I have completed some, you know, 55%. Oh man, I can't go to the artisan's home. Oh wait a minute, I forgot busy. There's a retro control. Hmm. Oh. Boy. Alright. Oh, no. No. Ice Cavern. Have I completed that? I did. Dry Canyon, Ice Cavern, and Dr. Shemp, which is a boss. Alright. Done well. Alright. Dr. Shemp. I ain't gonna fall.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
You there. Oh. Oh my god, this guy annoys me. No! Oh man. I got wrecked. There. I've got controls, so I don't have to like keep pressing ZR. To like, there's supposed to be something here. Like there's nothing. 339, 200. Some more. Night flight. Get out here. Alright. Smells something good. Oh, my eyeballs. My god. I feel like I should get paid for doing this, but why bother? Alright. So, I never really got any of these where, like, you would, these flying levels, because I try and do them all at once. I try and do all the objectives all at once. But then I end up realizing that you don't have to do them all at once. I mean, it'll give you like a bigger score, but it'll give you like 100% on that. But you don't have to do them all at once. You at least just have to get all of them. I'm so doomed. Dang. Alright, I only did. So basically, you can get all on one to get like 100%, but doing all in one is kind of hard. Like seriously, if you know what to do first, then yeah, it wouldn't be hard. But for me, it's kind of hard. Yeah, I forgot, but you know, I guess I'll do these first. Yep, I'm doomed. Alright, so I just need to do the tests and lights. I don't know where to get the lights from. Whee! Oh. So I remember seeing this one video that's now like coming back to me. In fact, I just want to show it on my Switch again. No. Oh, these are the lights. Alright. They're giving me more time. Jesus. Alright. So there's this one video that's called Bimbo's a Clown, I think. I'm not sure. But it's like this one video where it's like, you know, yeah, you probably, some of you might heard about it from Top 15, talking about like some of the creepiest videos, and if not, then you guys might have watched it before, but most likely it might have been from you know, we're doing Spyro, you messed up. Oh my god, that house though, that roof. Should kept pressing A. Alright, but still, it's like this one video where it's all about this one dude who's like, sitting somewhere. I'm not sure where he's sitting at, but you know, he's sitting right there, not knowing what's going on. Eventually, he realizes that he then starts seeing that there's like, oh my god. Alright, he then starts seeing that there's like these clowns that are coming. There's this one dude who then is like, calls him Bimbo. Oh no, it was Bingo's a clown. Alright, he starts like telling him, hi Bingo. The dude's kind of confused at why he's called Bingo. The dude starts getting mad. You know, he's like, hi Bingo. What? But I'm not Bingo. Bingo the clown. No. Hi Bingo. You know, he does yell. You know, every time he yells at him, his head like gets bigger and bigger. Until eventually, his head like, it's like super big that he ends up yelling at him, saying, hi Bingo. You know, he's all confused. You know, the dude gets scared. Eventually, he sees that he's gone. And there's this one lady, she swings in. No, she's like, well, she just walks in from out. You know, she just walks in from the darkness. She's all like, I think she says, lights, please. And that's when there's like tons of lights. weird things are going on. All right, and is that all? So night flight I didn't do. Oh, I could like travel to them. What are skill points? What are these for? That's my question. Alright, so she says lights, please. And wait a minute, I just messed up. Oh yeah. You know, weird things are going on. I'm not sure what's going on actually. He then doesn't know what's going on. I'm not even, I don't even know what's going on. And then there's like this one dude. You know what? I'm gonna just like show you guys the video from my stream. But it's like pretty creepy. To be honest, it's actually pretty creepy. I'm not sure if I completed all of them. Alright, so there's like artists. Alright, well that's the main homeworld. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure where to go next. I've already found everything in the piece. Actually, I just need the gems. Yeah. And I don't know, it's like a weird video. I can't even describe what's going on. Like it's really weird. But it does have a message though. In the end, you like, it just confuses you until when you reach it. I guess until you rewatch it again. Then you start, you still don't get it. I'm not sure how many times they'll actually like get you to actually realize that what the message is of this video, because it actually does look like it's trying to put out a message. And it's actually, you then start to realize, oh, it's actually trying to tell you that many people try and